Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new Halacha 4 units for Sunday, the second day of August. Here we go. Happy to report to you a pleasant and happy Halacha now, and that is about Wednesday, which is the 15th of Av, or as some people lovingly refer to it, Tu B'Av. The 15th day of Av. There are several reasons why it's considered a festive day. I'm going to discuss one of the reasons with you today. It's going to sound pretty strange, but here it is in short. It actually starts with a terribly sad incident. And here it is. The city of Beitar was a city where a lot of Jews, by the hundreds of thousands, had congregated after the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. And years later, when the Jews were living well inside of Beitar and everything was going fine, the Romans again, for reasons that we won't go into now, decided to attack all of the Jews in Beitar. It actually happened on the 9th of Av. And it was a terrible massacre of hundreds of thousands of Jews, and the descriptions are just gripping as to how gruesome all the sadness was that happened. And after it happened, the Romans had decided that they wanted to pile up all of the bodies all around in a certain area, piled up in large stacks and kind of like in walls of bodies all around, and not allowing them to be buried as like an added insult to injury. To put it mildly, that's what the Romans wanted to do, and it stayed that way for years. And they did not want to take those bodies away, and they left them just in that way to kind of sort of teach the Jews a lesson, or whatever it was that they wanted to show. That's what they did. Years later, finally, those bodies were allowed to be given a final resting place and allowed to be buried, and the day was the 15th of Av, and an enormous miracle happened, and that was that on that day they had found that all of the bodies, all of them, had not decomposed one bit. That's a tremendous miracle, and on that day they celebrated that two huge things had happened. An unbelievable miracle had happened, that the bodies were not decomposed at all, and secondly that the great chesed, the great kindness, that the bodies were now all being allowed a proper burial. They actually instituted the fourth bracha in benching, hatov v'hametiv, because of that great occasion. And that's one of the reasons that it's called a festive day. Fascinating that we mark this story and call it a festive thing. The rabbis discussed that, and one quick explanation might be that throughout all the tragedy, God still gave us a sign that He was there with us through that great miracle. And that sign is worth like $1 million proverbially to us, just to know that Hashem is with us even in that great sorrow. And that's one of the unusual reasons that Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av, will be celebrated as a festive day on this coming Wednesday. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.